What's going on, road runners? It's your boy C-Dub, aka Whit, coming at you guys. You see it. This is the second annual King and Queen of Crit, hosted by Major Motion. And I missed last year. This is the second one. I missed 2024's event. This is the men's category 4-5 race. And I missed last year's. And you may be wondering, why did I miss last year's event? Well, because last year I had to take a work trip to Florida, and I had to watch everybody's lives doing this video because your boy was in the airport. So I was super stoked to be able to be a part of this event for 2025, and I'm excited to share this video with you. As I've always said, I ask that you all will please comment, please like, please subscribe, because again, without you, these things are boring. Without your comments specifically, these things are not fun. And so I'm really looking forward to your comments for this video. My goal for this event was to get a top 10 finish. I mean, my first race, which was CBR 1, I got top 20. And so this being the second official race of the season, I want to get top 10. And so I asked that you all would be on board to watch that and watch this video and see how your boy does at the end of it all. Currently right now, I am sitting behind, I believe it's Raul. Let me verify. I do have the name and numbers here with me today. So I'm just looking through my list. I believe it's Raul. Yeah, his number's not on the list. So I'm not sure what happened at the end, but I believe it's Raul. He works at Pedal Mafia in Santa Monica. And there up in the purple, you see Sean. You have to my left 522, which is Kyle, came in from out of town, and the race is underway. So let's get this race kicked off. And yeah, so again, the matrix on the screen, you have the temperature in the top left. You have the percentage as we work our way down, then into the miles per hour. You have my heart rate in the middle, right above my wattage. To the far right, you have my revolutions per minute, or my cadence. And then the top right, you have the course with the lap counter and time. So again, we have started. We've gone through turn number 1, and we are making our way to turn number 2. And also a buddy of mine named Devin, he's right here in the black KRT kit. Devin's number was 532. And so, yeah, it was nice having him in his first race. And again, I'm currently sitting behind William or Sean here with the purple attacker kit on. As you see, he's attacking because we do have like a 3-man break up the road already. I'm currently sitting behind Cody, also of KRT. So you got Devin and Cody right here, which are teammates. We got 519 here to my left, and his name is... This list is not fully updated because we got numbers and stuff in here and their names aren't on here. So I'm not sure what this rider's name is here to my 11 o'clock, but I'm currently sitting behind Cody and Devin as we go through turn number 4. So as you see in the top right corner of the course, they do call it 3 sweeping turns and then one corner. So turn number 4 is the only considered turn on this course. And as we're going through the start finish of lap 1, I jump on this guy's wheel. I wasn't feeling really good coming into the race. I actually went home. You know, we had the all clubs gala the week of. So it was like Thursday we had rides, Friday we had rides, then we had events going on that night. And so I had been participating in that, and each night my throat was hurting. And so after the gala, I wasn't sure if I was going to race Sunday morning, but you see I'm here and I'm showing up. And so again, I'm making moves with people. You know, I'm actually out here in the wind And again, this is the backside of the course, so nobody sees me anytime I'm bridging breaks and closing gaps and things like that. It's always on the backside of the course for some weird reason. But as you see, I made it over to these guys. You got Go Fast out here doing what they do. They are consistent with the going off the front, the countering, and really keeping the pace up. So that just happened. And as you see, the pace is up again. We're going 27, 28 miles an hour. My heart rate is elevated since I just closed some gaps down, did some bridging, did some pulling, all on the backside of this course. But definitely was able to maintain a good race posture in this event. And looking forward to, going through this video with each and every one of you, because I do think and believe it was a great race to be had. Right here, I am sitting next to Raekwon. I think he's called like Vegan Thighs or something like that on Instagram. So he's a very strong rider as well. And so we're just making our way, finishing up lap number 2. And you see that lap number 1 was 149. Lap number 2 was about it said 152. The tracker and the actual video is off a little bit. I tried to move it, but I don't think it was worth it. So about 149 for lap 2 as well. But, we're going to just run with it. So right now, sitting in the middle of the pack, again, trying to stay out of the wind, and just following wheels. So we got 526 right here, who I'm following, and his name is Shannon Jones. So currently behind Shannon Jones, and, just definitely trying to stay out of the wind, trying to follow wheels. Because, again, being a larger rider, which you've heard me say ample amount of times, it's not good for me, for your boy to be in the wind. And so a lot of times I try to find myself following wheels. And if you saw right there, Ray kind of took a really interesting line. He was on the inside, then he came over to the middle of the road, kind of not sure what that was all about, but, and now he's falling back. So we're working around him and trying to come back to a holistic peloton. Again, you got Devin right there, 532 in the all black. You got Shannon right here. We got some Endure out here. We got some Pat 605. So we do have some teams showing up. There was actually like 3 or 4 teams that was in this race that had more than one rider. So it was really nice to have these different teams in the event, and follow wheels and see what transpires and what takes place when these things are going on. So currently right now, you see I'm sitting on Go Fast wheel, and you got 2 teammates right here in front of me as we got Pat 605 to my right. And I kind of come underneath the Pat 605. I'm on his video camera. So if you go check out, I think this is Alex. If you check out his video, you will see me in his rear camera as we went through that start finish, as we began closing out the 3rd lap and starting the 4th lap. But yeah, so you see here, I think the whole peloton is back together again. And this race, I believe, this video is like 35 minutes. The race was identified to be 30 minutes. And so definitely able to be with the pack. I rode smart. I rode well. I was very vocal in this race. And I was definitely alert because, again, Go Fast was in this race, and they typically do the pop off the front, block, counter. That is a signature move for Go Fast. As you see there on the left, you got Go Fast going up the road again, keeping the pace up. Pace went down to 25, 26, and now we're at 29, almost 30 miles an hour as the group is trying to, chase that down. You got Alex up front pulling. We got 2 men up there as I'm currently sitting on Kyle's wheel. And this is these sweeping turns. So a lot of these turns were just like this. So this is the last sweeping turn before we come into the hard right, turn number 4, going into the start finish. And so you see there, Go Fast moving up to the front. We got Nick right there, 542. You got Endure Cycling over there, making moves up the road as well, as people are beginning to recognize that Go Fast will pop off the front. They have a rider that'll be on the front trying to block, and then they have a third rider that will do the counterattack. So very much so something you have to be watchful for, because they are getting very, very well at these attacks, blocks, and counterattacks. So we're making our way through the start and finish again, and we're, just continuing on. Pace is up. We got a guy 501 who's making his way to the front. His name is Adidia. I'm not sure how to say it, but Adidia. He just kind of went on a little attack, probably to pull to the front and keep this pace up or bridge. He's actually up there. You see him at like the 12 o'clock position now, making his way up as I sit behind Jeffrey Carter of S2C, Stage 2 Cycling, and Bosch Powered by LEL. So, yeah, we're making our way. And I'm just trying to keep my eyes and ears open for a lot of things. I'm very vocal in these races, especially when Go Fast pulls up, because I know their MO, their mission objectives. They definitely want to get a rider or get riders in breakaways because, again, that's a secure way of winning a race. Got these two guys here at my 1 o'clock talking, got KRT, and then you got the guy with the Filipino kid on. I'm not sure what their numbers are right now, but I think the KRT guy, his name is Khalil. Going through turn number 4, and so you can see that this is a very hard turn. Definitely a typical like 4-corner crit type of turn, but with this course you have 3 sweeping turns and then this one hard turn. And so we're just coming in through the start finish, and you see that it's a nice, from that turn it is a nice distance, maybe 300 meters, I'm not sure, from that corner to the start finish line. So it's definitely a turn that you can take at speed, come vertical on your bike, and then begin to sprint across the finish line. So sitting between Jeffrey and Khalil right now, as we sit on 521's wheel, which is Thomas. So Thomas right here, 521, who I actually jumped on his wheel. I think the first or second lap, I jumped on his wheel. So got Thomas sitting right here in front of me. So again, just following wheels, working my way through and around the peloton. And the shortest line, I guess, is the right side, because I'm noticing like a lot of courses, if it's right-hand turns, the fastest line is going to be on the right side. If it's left-hand turns, the shortest line is probably going to be the left-hand side. But, every course is different. So you just have to see what lines are working. And, you got several laps that you're going to take. As you see here, we got 16 laps we're going to be doing. So sometimes you can ride the right side to see how that line rides, and then you can ride the left side to see how that line rides, and make your decision and your determination of which lines are going to be better for you in said specific race, because every race it could be different depending on the riders. We got DeAndre right here in front of me with the blue jersey, black bibs. And yeah, we'll talk about DeAndre a little bit later. So as we're making our way, closing out lap number 6, we are, again, the pace is up 27 miles an hour. My cadence is, anywhere between 78 and 88. Heart rate is good. Actually, I'm in the 160s, 170s, and we're doing good. The only issue that I had, again, is I wasn't feeling 100%. So I did have my neck gaiter over my mouth. I was kind of like picking it up, putting it over my mouth, putting it back down. And then I started getting hot. Of course, once as we got going in the race, I got hot and I just left it down. But I was not 100% during this race. But every day, from riding Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the morning times I felt the best. But then at nighttime was when I felt really, really bad. So I woke up Sunday morning, race day, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go out here. The fiance be talking about no excuses. I actually feel decent. I know I'm not 100, but I feel decent. So let me go out here and see what I can do. And I'm currently still working through this sickness. I came home today with a fever. She gave me, I think, 2 ibuprofen or 2 Tylenol or something. I think it broke that fever really quick. So I'm hoping that it stays broke. But you got Sean going up underneath And again, you see every time somebody attacks, the pace picks up. You know, it lulls down to 25, 26, and then somebody goes on an attack. And then the group is very, very antsy, very, very active, very, very eager. And you see that these riders, they are not trying to let anything go. They're definitely being halfway through the race almost. Look at that. I'm hitting over 1,000 watts coming through turn 4 as we come into the start finish. The pace is up to 30 miles, 29, 30 miles an hour, just because we got people popping off the front. And then it slows down again, you know. So again, that surge, that's 1,000 watt surge. And you really have to work on that, practice that, because that can really, really zap your legs. Currently sitting behind 508, which is Joshua. Joshua, I'm learning that you of a faster me are a very strong rider, sir. And sorry to put you out there, but you're marked. So we got Jeffrey, we got Joshua, we got all these strong riders right here in front of me. People around me. We got John Paul right here with the Pearl Izumi bibs on, the light blue jersey. So John Paul right here to my right. Had some run-ins with him a little bit in the race, you know, but we all were able to stay upright and finish the race. Currently behind 507, which is Rodolfo. There's a couple of guys that had these jerseys on in this race as well. So like I said, there's about 4 or 5 teams in this race that had, that had more than one teammate, which was nice. You know, when you're solo and you got people doing different things in this race, you really you should be able to depend on the teams to respond to things, because it should be their mission to, if there's any breaks or anything up the road and they don't have teammates in it, to bring that back so that their team or their teammates can have a chance to get in the next move. I think currently we got Ray Rivera up in the front of Evoke, so you can see him there kind of, trying to do the snake, getting off the front. He likes to he likes to sit in the back and then roll up to the front and then go kind of disappear again, and he pops off a little bit. So he likes to pop off and show y'all what he's got. He's a very strong rider. And he's working his magic out here. He's doing what he do. And see how everybody's kind of sitting behind him. We're going 25, 26 miles an hour. And now he's kind of working his way back through the peloton as I'm still sitting here on Adolfo's wheel. And there's Ray right there. Got Endura Cycling popping up to the front. I got Go Fast to my right. We got Oprime, Cesar Sanchez that just pulled up to my left side. So we got Oprime in this race. You got DeAndre to my right. You got Devin right there at my 1 o'clock. I'm not sure what this team, I think this is 543. That's Robert. So we got Robert right here to my left. And so you just saw that right there. So what happened in this moment was that I had been telling the peloton that Go Fast was going to counter, and Go Fast did counter. And the guy right here with the red skin suit, black bibs, he actually responded to the counter. But when he went, the rider behind him was overlapped, and that's what you saw. He went down, and then, like I mentioned, DeAndre also went down. And I'm sorry to say that DeAndre did break his collarbone in that crash. So I'm not sure if it was just 2 people involved in the crash. It sounded like more, but I think it was just 2 people. And so that guy did hit who I'm on Devin's wheel right now. He did hit Devin's foot, rear derailleur, rear wheel, but Devin was able to stay upright. So I'm happy that he did that, especially with this being his first race. But yeah, that's what happened. So you got to be very careful when people respond to moves. Again, we all say that you're responsible for your front wheel. But again, in racing, we also say don't overlap wheels, but in racing we do, because it's a part of the dynamic of racing. And so it really just sucks to see that had happened when that rider had responded to that counter by Go Fast. Now we got Nick on the front trying to close this little gap up between Khalil. And so I think Nick is pulling to get back as we got Jeffrey on his wheel. And we got Cody coming up. 518 is Cody. So we had Khalil on Joshua's wheel. And so you got the two, again, you got Faster Me right here in the front. You got Jeffrey and you got Joshua and Nick on the front now of a Faster Me. And so you see Josh getting on Nick's wheel. And, they kind of doing a little lead out. I got Khalil right here in front of me. We got Adolfo up there. We got Jeffrey up here. So I got some good people in front of me. And then I got Devin right there. And then we have can't remember everybody's name. I think Robert to my right. So again, I'm kind of close to the front. Top 10, top 15 of a field of 43 riders. So on the results, excuse me, there are 43 riders listed. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. I told you I'm still kind of going through. And Ricola ain't doing his job right now. But anyway, so you got these two guys riding and talking. So you got Robert getting some guidance from Pedal Mafia guide. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm not sure if they're teammates or whatnot, but he's definitely telling Robert not to do something. And Robert doesn't seem like he's listening. He seems very eager and very anxious to keep it moving. You see Devin definitely holding down his lane. We're now coming in front of Nick and Joshua from a Faster Me. And right here, the Enduro rider kind of tried to squeeze in. And I had mentioned like, hey, man, that's not necessary. And so Josh was like, my bad. And I was like, no, not you. And so you see he just threw his hand out, just ultimately saying like, my bad. Y'all bear with me on this video because, again, I'm trying to get it done while my throat is itchy. So, again, we are now on lap 11 of 16. So we are making our way with just a few laps to go to the finish. So, again, you see Go Fast attacking over there. You have Aditya on his wheel. We got the pace is up. Everybody's moving. Kyle, everybody is responding to this move. Again, you see the two riders right there with the similar jerseys here on the left side and right side of the road. I come underneath, again, the shortest line. I come underneath to get on this wheel. We're making moves up, so getting the draft and keep it moving with the riders as they're moving up. Again, look at my heart rate. My heart rate is 167, which means for me, like, I'm good, like I'm decent, you know what I mean? But at the same time, again, because I wasn't 100%, nasal congestion, feeling foggy, I was not 100%, but yet my heart rate is looking good. We did have racers and riders out of town, like East Coast. I think the rider to my right with having Bike Doctor on his bibs. I do know Bike Doctor from when I first got into cycling back in 2009, 2010. I took my very first bike to Bike Doctor. So that's very much so close to my heart when it comes down to racing. Currently behind 535, and that is, look, see what I'm saying? I'm looking at this list, and I don't see everybody's number on this list, which is interesting. Maybe it's a different number. I'm not sure. Got 547 right here, which is Robert Sandoval. He's got the long sleeve jersey on with Rafa bibs in front of me. The weather, as you see, was 59 degrees out there, so it wasn't extremely cold. I don't think I had any arm warmers or knee warmers on in this race. I did have that neck gaiter just to make sure, just in case. So, again, you can see that the peloton is back together again, and I am hovering in the middle. Again, trying to stay off the edges, trying to stay in the middle because, again, I want to benefit from the draft as much as I can until I have to. Again, looking down there at the power meter, you do see that your boy hit over 1,200 watts, almost 1,300 watts in this event. That was the only crash in this race. So I pray that DeAndre has a speedily recovery from his broken collarbone. And I hope that I did see a photo of the guy who actually overlapped. I saw he had a Trek Madone And what I noticed was that the saddle and the seat posts were actually removed. So I think he broke the frame or broke the seat post on his Trek Madone. And it was not a new Trek Madone. It was like, I guess you said 2023 Madone. My goodness, y'all. Sitting right here by Ray, 520 of Evoke Cycling, Evoke Racing. I think I might be behind right now. Pablo de la Hoya. I saw a post by this team talking about how Pablo was going to be doing this race. So I was definitely excited to this race, be able to race with some people that I'm seeing posted on social media from their team and, just different things like that. So I'm definitely engaged in social media. So it's nice to see some of these riders in person that you've seen on social media. Right here with that gold jersey and black bibs is Lewis. That's my boy. I raced with Lewis back in the day. Like I used to race back, I started racing in 2018 and I got very familiar with Lewis right here with the physique bibs, the gold jersey, blue S-Fire shoes. This is like my first time racing with Lewis in a long time. So it was nice to have Lewis out there. So you see now I'm not on the inside, I'm on the outside. Why? I don't know. I don't know why I'm out here. I think I'm just trying, again, like I said earlier, just trying different lines and see what's going on. At the same time, you can really see how the Peloton has moved a little bit more to the left of the course. I'm on Amgen's wheel and we're making our way up. Like I'm just following wheels. And so again, I got John Paul, I think it's John Paul. We're just really close. And I'm just like, come on, man. Like we're just kind of always elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder. And I'm like, that's not necessary in these type of races. Like we're not, I don't know. It's just, I just don't feel like it's necessary. And it's very interesting because having raced several races in my few years, it's kind of like, and this is no shade on anybody, but one thing that I've noticed is that a lot of times you will find yourself around the same rider oftentimes throughout the race. And it's kind of like a little bit of a self-check because like maybe y'all have the same fitness and that's why y'all keep ending up at the same locations on the race, So it's just a very interesting thing. Like you'll identify someone like, okay, maybe I need to stay away from them, or you'll look up like, dang, I'm around this person again. And it's like, for me, it's kind of like, well, maybe we got the same fitness so we can do the same things and be in the same places. All this talking, y'all, is really triggering my throat. So bear with me. Y'all probably like, stop talking then. Put in the comment section below if that's how you feel. Again, since I said that, I will say this. Please comment. I really want the comments. Please like. And if you're feeling gracious, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for when your boy keeps uploading these videos. And this is the commentated video. There will be a vlogger video coming up after this. So please tune in. As you see here, the pace is up again. You can really tell by the body language of the riders. We got Everett over there. First time I think I seen Everett in this whole race. He's been tail gunning this whole thing, but yet it's good to see Everett of Major Motion. So again, Everett races for Major Motion, which is putting on this event. And where is he at? He is the red jersey up there just about 1 o'clock with the long sleeves, black bibs, red socks, red shoes, red helmet. That's Everett Wilson, ladies and gentlemen. Another friend of mine. Going through turn number 4 and getting close to Everett behind Lewis. In a good spot. I'm in a good spot. Everett has done really, really well in 2024. I think this is his first race. I think his second race of 2025. So you see this little hand sign there, which means he's feeling okay. I actually asked him about that. He said, I'm feeling good. He said, actually, I was calling out what place I was going to get. So you can either say it's okay or third place. We'll see if he upholds that. All right, we're on. So 2 to go, right? So we're on lap 15 right now. Behind Lewis, behind Everett. You can tell the pace is definitely up. People are a lot more antsy, a lot more jittery, a lot more hungry. They really are trying to hold the wheels in front of them, not letting anything go. I moved to the inside just because, again, it's a shorter line, and I can get on Everett's wheel because like I said earlier, Everett has been finishing really strong and really, really well in a lot of the races that he shows up for. And let's see what happens. I definitely got my takeaways from this race video. There's one big thing I need to work on, and I'm going to try to implement that. And I'm going to hold that for myself unless you ask me in the comments. If you've made it this far in the video. So if you made it this far in the video, even though we are now about to finish out lap number 15 of 16, you see Everett there kind of getting everything settled in the saddle. We're about to come through turn number 4, go into the start finish, and this will be the final lap as we get ready to go. So again, got John Paul right here, and him and Everett kind of squeezed me out. I break out of that, and then Caesar was like, "Good job, C-Dub." I'm like, thanks, because again, this is Bell Lap. Last thing I want to do is crash before Bell Lap or in Bell Lap or at all in a race, but I definitely could feel their energy coming in, so I just kind of backed out of that, especially since I did have enough momentum to be able to stay with these wheels as we're moving. So currently sitting by Sean or William on the purple, behind John Paul, behind Khalil, behind Joshua, behind Everett. As we're making our way, we just went through turn number 1 as we are approaching turn number 2. So behind John Paul, I should be up on Everett's wheel. And I kind of think I do a good job not letting these wheels go too far away from me. So I get on John Paul's wheel, and then you'll see here very shortly that Sean will be making a move right here. And so I try to come out to maybe come up with him. And then John Paul kind of bumps me, and it really was frustrating because I'm like, dang, because he didn't look. He just kind of came over. And so, again, you just got to take care of your space and do what you got to do. So come underneath Khalil, and look who's right there again, John Paul. So, again, I think we got some similar fitness, but I find my way onto Everett's wheel. I wish I was probably a little bit closer to Everett's wheel. And what I noticed in this race is you got 2 go fast me guys leading each other out. And this guy right here falls back, causing a gap. And the guy that was sitting second wheel, as you saw, makes it through the line first, through the turn first, and then sprint. Now, watch how Everett just leaves me in the dust. I don't know what that's all about. I got to find out what he's taking, but I need to get some of that. But yet we're sprinting for our finish. And did your boy get his goal? Yes, he did. I got 8th place of 43. And just, again, I'm excited about it. My first race, I got top 20. My second race, I got top 10. And look, I can't complain. I can't be upset. I wasn't 100% doing this race. I finished it. I showed up. I showed out. And as you will see here momentarily, as you see up the road there, Everett. And Everett did get 3rd place. So as you saw earlier, he raised his hand saying that he wanted to get 3rd place or that he was okay. But you see there at the top of the document, Everett Wilson got 3rd place. So 1st place was Alex Rodriguez of Go Fast. 2nd place was Joshua of A Faster Me. 3rd place was Everett. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, and subscribe. On to the next one. Your boy, C-Dub, a.k.a. Crit Whit. Peace.